you should be seeing after everything the ingredients are in. This is the color and the consistency at this point. I haven't added the cornstarch, but this is basically what you're going for as far as color wise and texture, consistency. And you can see some of the ground hot dog there. Believe me, it makes a big difference using the ground hot dogs.
They recently, they're on tour with this big reunion thing, but they played a corporate party. And folks that make...
Okay, here's what you're looking for as far as color and consistency or texture. It's really thin right now because I haven't added cornstarch, because you want to get it to where it smells good and you can taste it, that you've got the spices adjusted properly, the right amount of salt or pepper or cinnamon, whatever. But that's what it should look like with the paprika and the chili powder. You're going to get this real nice brownish red color that's very typical of hot wiener sauce up in New York. So I'm just going to let that simmer for, I don't know, probably another 20-30 minutes, and then I'll slowly add the cornstarch to thicken it up. And then this is going to be dinner tonight with some grilled hot dogs and some minced onions and spicy brown mustard. And don't forget to use steamed rolls, hot dog rolls or hot dog buns. Okay, here's just a sampling of some of the spices, seasonings, brands that I use here in Texas that are available. One of the best chili powders available is Gebhardt's. It's just a wonderful chili powder. And then of course I use sea salt. You can use kosher salt if you like. I find that the sea salt works a little bit better because it's finer. And then the crushed red peppers, Mediterranean oregano, and some really good quality onion powder, cinnamon, white pepper. Now, my recipe originally called for white vinegar, but I didn't have any white vinegar today to make this, so I substituted apple cider vinegar, so we'll see how that works out. And for grounding the hot dogs, I suggest using like one of these little mini choppers, mini food processors. You could use a larger one, I guess, but that's kind of overkill. And what I also like to do is I like to chop up onions for later on using the same chopper, and then I clean out the thing a little bit, but I still leave a lot of the onion juice or residue in the chopper before I put the hot dogs in. So that gives a little bit more of a flavor, if you like onions, to the hot wiener sauce. And then here's an actual shot of the recipe in my handwritten cookbook. A lot of additions. I've tweaked it over the years and changed it. It's like, okay, and then I date it. So I'm going to have to make an addition to the apple cider vinegar if that actually makes it better. Okay, well, I'll post this actual recipe, and anybody has any comments or whatever, let me know. Maybe with everybody in the country that knows what Texas Hot Wiener sauce is, we can all tweak it together. After simmering for a while, ready to add the cornstarch to thicken it up. Some cornstarch dissolved in cold water, ready to be added. Okay, slowly start adding some the cornstarch. And once you do that, you want to make sure you keep stirring it. Because it won't come, the cornstarch will not thicken it until it comes back up to a good boil. Add a little bit more. I'll kind of keep doing it a little bit at a time because it'll, if you do it all at once, it'll be too thick. It's easier to add than subtract. Back up to a rolling boil, but it's still not quite thick enough yet. It's getting there though. So let's add the rest of the cornstarch mixture. Oops. Turn the light on. Make it easier to see. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and just add all of it. I've done this in the past and I found that a half a cup of cornstarch with a little bit of water does thicken up nicely. So let's bring it back up to boil and see how well it turns out. Okay, we're done. This is the texture, this is the consistency, the thickness that you're looking for. It's not supposed to be thick. It's not a chili dog sauce. It's not a chili. This will be served over a hot dog in a bun with spicy brown mustard and diced onions so that all of the flavors come together at that point. So keep that in mind when making this. The sauce is just part of the overall experience. You see that? It's thick enough, but not too thick. You don't put a lot on there. You coat it really well. Anybody that's ever had a real Texas Hot Wiener knows exactly what I'm talking about. Enjoy. Steam the rolls. All too important, right, baby? The buns have to be steamed. You. Okay, that's what that looks like. That's the way you're supposed to serve it. Spicy brown mustard, top of chopped onions, and Texas Hot Wiener sauce. Yum yum. There we go. Another shot. Some really sloppy Texas Hot Wieners. That's what it's supposed to look like.